Art on the Avenue. It benefits a local nonprofit called Avenue CDC, which is dedicated to revitalizing Houston's Washington Avenue and near North Side communities. Here to tell us more about one of the artists participating in the event is Carmen Flores. She's one of the artists, and Mary Lawler, Executive Director of Avenue Community Development Corporation. Welcome, ladies, to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, I know there's a lot going on Washington Avenue, but can you talk to me first about the art scene? Why introduce so much art to it?
Well, you know, Washington Avenue traditionally has had a lot of artists living and working in the neighborhood, and our organization about 13 years ago started an event to both highlight those artists and also raise funds for our affordable housing programs. And so the event has grown quite a bit over the last few years, and this year we actually have 300 artists participating, and Carmen is one of the artists participating with us this year.
Now, before I get to Carmen, I want to make sure I understand. So the CDC, they use art as a vehicle to raise money for affordable housing in the community?
That's right. We develop homes for purchase by low-income families. We provide homebuyer education and counseling to help low-income folks through the process of applying for a mortgage and purchasing a home. We develop and operate affordable rental housing, and we also provide foreclosure counseling for people who are in danger of losing their homes.
That's fantastic. You do all that at the same time that you're helping to showcase local artists like Carmen, is that right?
That's right.
So Carmen, I saw a little bit of your artwork. What's your inspiration when you create?
Well, mainly it's mass media. I'm fascinated on how mass media, we get influence from them, and we change our looks and behavior according to mass media.
And so when you talk about mass media and changing the looks and our behavior, one would automatically think that you're talking about sort of painting, but you actually do dresses, and they're going to be modeled by women over here. Now, we actually have some of these models over here who have some of your dresses on. What's the inspiration behind this first dress, the one with the magazines?
Well, magazines is, I'm inspired in all the fashion that is shown on magazines, and I make a relationship of the printed communication and fashion, because paper is a material very easy to destroy, and the content that it carries, it gets obsolete the next day or in a short period of time. In this one, I use magazine sheets, wire, glue, and plastic, transparent plastic to make it. First, I made
Are you talking about the pink one? The pink one?
The one on the right.
I see.
The one that is showing now on camera, it's made with comic strips and feathers, and as well with self-adhering in plastic.
I would have never guessed that a dress could be made with feathers and comic strips. How did you get the idea, comic strips, to make this thing?
Well, I get the idea, I saw a lot of dresses, and after that I just wanted to do something with paper, and after that I just created, and I with my imagination just flow, and I just wanted to add a different material more than paper. That's how I added pink feathers in this one.
Now, you mentioned obviously the ephemeral nature of the print media, but what about the comics in particular? Comics they're going to be funny tomorrow, funny the next day. So why have that on a dress? What's the deeper meaning behind that?
Well, a comic strip, what it shows are archetypes of people, beautiful ladies, that mainly the stories of a comic strip is how a lady attracts a guy, and at the end they are together. So it's a pattern of behavior that I try to show in fashion, because sometimes we use fashion to attract the opposite sex.
Well, that's certainly the case. And I imagine these ladies are going to be performing at the big event that's taking place as well. Is that right?
Exactly.
Now, how many models like this are you going to have? Is it just 2, or are you going to have more than just 2?
Well, this series is composed of 11 dresses, and all of them, besides magazine sheets and comic strips, I use newspaper, yellow pages, and wrapping paper that has significant characters, like the Barbie doll, that is pretty famous, and is one archetype that is followed by little girls.
And how long have you been an artist?
I've been an artist. Well, I had a bachelor degree in fine arts, and I'm studying right now my master in arts in painting. And well, I've been doing since I remember this, since I was a kid.
Fascinating. I see the intricateness of this design. It really does say a lot about our culture. Obviously, that's what art does, reflects culture and gives us something to speak for where we are right now. I'm curious, I'm sort of fascinated by this, but what else is there going to be at this art event? What other types of art?
You know, it's very diverse. We have a lot of paintings, we have sculptures, we have, 300 artists, as I said, and each one of them is putting in one or more pieces of art. We also have jewelry, so it will be a very diverse show with pieces selling anywhere from $50 to $4,500.
And so what 2 days are they on? The 2-day event, is that right?
It's November 12th is the preview party, and Saturday, November 14th is the Art on the Avenue auction.
It seems fantastic. I want to make sure everyone watching has information. It's right on your screen. Art on the Avenue, along with the date and a telephone number so that you can get more information, 713-864-8099. Thank you, ladies, for joining us this morning. Your art, Carmen, is really fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, when we come back, how the YMCA of Greater Houston is making it easy for your kids to take part in youth sports programs.